My name is Becky Woody, and I'm the manager for 2 offices in Roane County at Enrichment Federal Credit Union. This is my hometown, and I saw a need. I saw children playing on playgrounds at the local elementary schools with no gloves, scarves, or toboggans in the dead of winter. And out of that need came an idea. Working with our marketing department, we developed the concept of Gloves of Love. As a matter of fact, when I was a young girl, my father was a deputy, and he would take us around during Christmas vacation when we would visit people that were less fortunate and just had little or nothing. And we would take candy and give to the families, and I remember so distinctly going into homes where 5 or 6 family members would sleep in the same bed, and little children in their bassinets, there would be more than one. There would be dirt floors. And I think that was always in the back of my mind when we were trying to figure out what we could do for these little children.
My name is Tim Thompson. I'm the principal at Midway Elementary School in Kingston, Tennessee. Our population of students includes a free and reduced population of 65 to 66%, which free and reduced means just because of poverty level as established by federal guidelines, our students fit into that category. Some folks may think in Tennessee we don't have that much of a need for winter clothing, but you know, our winters typically are colder, may not last as long as some of our colleagues north of us. However, our last 2 years we have missed 10 days of school due to bad weather because of the cold and snow and sleet.
The idea for a community project came about in 2009. We wanted to do something for the area schools and the children. So what we decided to do was 1 month close to the Christmas vacation, for 30 days we would ask our members to participate and bring us all the gloves and toboggans and scarves that they could bring. And we would gather those, and just before the Christmas vacation, we would distribute those to all the area schools. Well, we were successful. The first year we got about 790 items, and we brought the principals in and we distributed those in big red tubs with Gloves of Love slogan on it. And it was a success. It was great. 2010, it got bigger. And we saw right away from the contributions from the community that we were going to have enough to include all of the elementary schools in our area. We also were chosen by some church groups to, they would knit all year long. They even had one group that was called the Linus Project. They had toboggans made for newborn babies. They had small gloves and scarves. So these children were not only getting to come in and choose something for themselves, but they got to take things home to their siblings.
Oftentimes that's the first hat, scarf, gloves that some of our students have ever had. And we often have students that not only need it immediately around Christmas time, which is usually when this is given to us by Enrichment FCU, but also throughout winter, if items are lost at home, or if we have younger siblings that may be in the house, our students will often ask for help with them too. So this program, the Gloves of Love, also provides help to those younger siblings.
One of our principals told us that they bring all the gloves into one central area classroom, and they have the children come in, and these are children that are chosen by the administrative staff, and they know that they don't have the basic needs to get through a cold winter. And they bring these kids into the room and they spread them all out on the tables, and The children, they don't just get their gloves and scarf and hats. They ask for their little sister and their little brother. And of course we accommodate that. They give them what they need. And if they have to replace them another time before the end of school, the end of the winter season, they do that as well. And they keep an extra stock of these gloves in their office for any of the future needs of the kids. So it's ongoing, and I think they've learned to depend on us.
Last year we serviced through that program over 100 students that in some cases had never had gloves before.
It's been a true blessing. It has grown year after year after year. We give out huge tubs. We had to increase our size of what we deliver to the schools, and they come in on presentation day, and the principals and the director of schools and even some of the local dignitaries take part in this presentation day. And they come in and they tell us stories about how we've touched those children, and they pick up all their items and then they take them back and they distribute them right before Christmas, because when the children leave the schools for a long break, they no longer have warm breakfast, they no longer have warm lunch, and they no longer have heat. And so we thought that was perfect timing that they had these items before they take their break. Last year was our 6th year. At that point, we had accumulated over 9,000 items that we've distributed to the kids. And we hope and think it's going to get big and better every year. We have members that bring in boxes and bags, and then we have donations too. And the donations, we go on a shopping spree about a week before we're done, and we buy up every glove in Roane County and sometimes other counties as well, trying to make the best use of those donations and get as many as we can to the schools. And they come in and they are so proud of the program, and they are so appreciative, and they always have stories to tell us how it has affected the children in their schools. And we give them a huge tub of gloves, and we give the family resource a huge tub of gloves, and we send them on their way. We get a huge blessing from this as the employees that have got to choose what we wanted to try to change in our community. And the teachers and the administrators, we can tell that they're very blessed by the program too. And it's just our way to do something special for